are trying to get Quentin on.
Quentin, where are you? There you are. Yay!
Hey! How's it going?
Hi. What's up?
Welcome on. Welcome to the Pink Clubhouse.
Having me here. What's happening? Pleasure.
Thank you for coming,
everybody. What's up, Mr. Cooks?
Hey, Quentin, how are you?
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure is all mine.
What's happening, fellas?
Facing Atlanta alum. He has a new show coming out very quickly, and I know y'all dropping your trailer in like 20 minutes.
20 minutes. I got my TV on. I'm in
So
office right now.
But look, so we're gonna get right into what will we do, and then we're gonna get into your interview. So the first question is from Miles in Atlanta.
Okay.
He said, I was in town for a family barbecue. I arrived the night before the function, and while I'm in my hotel room, I got a notification from Jack, from this guy. We linked up to and went to Bulldogs, left together and smoked. Then we went back to my room and had sex. The next day at the barbecue, my aunt says she wants to introduce me to his fiance. So she brings him over and introduced us, and it was him. My heart literally fell to my ass, and I was in shock, but I played along and kept cool. From that point on, we avoided each other, and it was so weird. Later that night, he showed up to my hotel room saying he wanted to talk and begging me not to tell my aunt. I told him not to worry, and his secret is safe with me. And that after a long conversation, we started drinking, and one thing led to another, and we had sex again. Y'all, it was so good, and the chemistry is crazy. I want to see him again, but I don't want to hurt my aunt. What should I do? Not see him? Woo! Anybody?
It's all messy. I would avoid it altogether.
Yeah, same. I'm about to say, just a lot
How
to
old?
unpack. And
It don't say his age. I'm going to say his
that's
mid-20s.
like little kid problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those are
mid-20s or younger.
Yeah, them baby problems. First of all, I'm not asking nobody to date anybody, but before we even got to that point, it was all messy before he even had to get that. So it was too much.
yeah, that's a little messy.
Not y'all.
Way
Lying on
too
y'all
much.
there, aunties. Y'all some
And
slithering little heathens out here.
Malloy, would you tell aunt?
Oh,
You said no.
no, because it's not her business. I would say no because she wasn't in the
You're not gonna
bedroom, or she wasn't in the hotel, or she wasn't in the jacket. Wait, I would. Wait a minute. This is
sound like your story.
it's so much going
like
on.
so, did you write this in?
No, I did not. I never had a cousin situation, and if I did, I would be hella shook to the point where I would just go hide up underneath rocks and peep my part. So, since we are dealing with Atlanta, Georgia, but literally, I would tell the aunt, actually, because we had a situation like this where another viewer sent in a question and about family arrangements, and I just don't think you should deal with any family. Like, if any family passes on you, then you should involve another person in the family and tell them what's going on before things grow out of control.
Okay.
Yeah. Our next one is Dion out of Jackson, Mississippi. Come on, Jackson. I'm a heterosexual man, and I've been in a relationship with my girl for 2 years, and the sex is good as fuck. But I'm curious about something sexual, and I'm not sure how she would feel. I want my girl to eat my ass. Now, to some, this may not seem like a big deal, but she's the type to always question a man's masculinity. For instance, I ordered a margarita, and she asked, was I sweet? So I can imagine if I... Right. So I can imagine if I asked her to run her tongue against my asshole. I want to start exploring sexually and not sure how to bring this up. What would y'all do?
I think you got to show up her. I'm sorry, Darius. Did you want to go first?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's quite simple.
Yeah, for me, I feel like you have to lead. Like, I feel like you have to start in the beginning with how you want things to continue after a relationship. I know you want to start doing certain things, but how freaky were you in the beginning? I feel like that will, show, I guess, let you know her openness is how freaky have y'all been from the beginning? Like, you just can't start eating ass if y'all just been taking on the cheek. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like in 2023, and I know a lot of ladies probably gonna, think otherwise, but y'all better be licking y'all little bit of ass, keep y'all man these days. Y'all better be all in a little gooch area. But yeah, that's my answer. I feel like you gotta be freaky from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm a little different. In the description, you said that the sex is great. That's pretty much all I heard. Which makes me wonder if there's anything else that should be highlighted in the relationship. If it's just sex and there's no depth, there's nothing that goes deeper than just sex, which makes me wonder again how old these people are. Be able to have the conversation. You should be able to have an open and honest conversation with the person that you consider to be the love of your life. There is a risk in that, and I think that is where you have to be prepared to deal with what the risk is. Now, I don't think that just because a man likes in my community we call it their starfish kiss is what they call it, what straight men call it. Just because you like, and they'll tell you, a tongue is fine, no fingers, no objects, things like that, right? That's like we talk about straight men like their nipples played with. They don't want to admit it, and some will admit it, I don't think there's anything wrong with, having that conversation. Now, like I said, there is risk, so you have to decide, is it worth losing this sexual relationship over? But also the value in that is, you're holding in your feelings. You're suppressing who you are. You are not allowed to be 100% authentic, your true self. So then what ends up happening from there is there's an avalanche effect. It starts with one thing and then it continues with something else. So what else are we suppressing? What else are we not allowed to express? This is supposed to be a safe space where we should be able to put all our cards on the table. If we're not doing that, what are we here for?
Yeah, I think that about people masculinity is too much. We do that too much, and especially our community. We don't allow men to just be who they want to be. We're always trying to put men, especially black men, in a box. So I kind of feel like if you want to do that and your girlfriend is already making comments like, are you sweet and this and that, you may not just want to be with her at all. She may want to go find herself. There's probably something wrong with her.
Yeah, I don't like, you tying certain characteristics to sexuality, especially if you're comfortable enough to let me fuck you. You should be comfortable enough to not decision that I've made and call that sweet or whatever the case may be. I've got a problem with that. So, and again, this is where I'm like, honey, somebody who in their 40s, you didn't even look at gas. All right, come on, clean it good. Let me take care of that. Let me go down to Taco Tuesday and get the burritos. You know what I'm saying? It's like, certain things are a big deal, certain things are not. And if you're making this a big deal, then what are we here for? What's happening?
People do themselves sexually much later too. So, some people just discover themselves later. So,
and I'm gonna just leave it at this. Like, when you're in a relationship with someone that you love from the get-go, it takes work to build a relationship up after you form a relationship. If there's any objections on any end, it's not going to last, and that foundation will be broke. So if y'all are not comfortable with talking about stuff like this, it's not going to last. So you might as well
just jumping over here at Pink
Clubhouse. What you do is you ask those other people who are, because there's a lot of people in poly relationship, ask them how they approach their relationship. Conversation. Every time I look around, everybody is with everybody.
So our last question that sent into the panel is from Brandon in Macon, Georgia. I have a coworker who is straight, and I have been crushing on him for a while. We talk shit and play at work all day and can easily be mistaken for flirtation. Well, about a week ago, he came to work, still drunk from a night of partying, and I was bent over restocking the shelves, and he rubbed up against me really hard, and he made a slight moaning sound. Nothing has ever happened between us, and I never thought it would, but now I'm intrigued. I'm not sure what or how to address this because I know he has a girlfriend. What would y'all do?
Go to HR.
Yes.
Go to HR.
Yes.
Ain't no ass or dick that that good. I'm finna lose my job over.
Go get a check. That's what he's.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like if y'all have been flirting and then something like that happens, you never know what might be next, and you never know what may be retaliated on later. So, and you never know what you might have to do later
To keep it going, because you never know who's watching. So just keep going. Now you in a trend at your job. Y'all don't do work boyfriends and girlfriends and all that play playing. I don't have time for that. Here, get a coin and let's go on home.
Well, look, y'all, this was What Will We Do, and we're so thankful to have Darius Cooks in with us. Darius, we appreciate you so much for coming through. We show you love and positive things to your next venture. So, and send Malloy a dildo, please, so he can, and some cake, or I don't know, a cake recipe, please.
Send a dildo. Y'all are hilarious.
Y'all are cutting up.
This is how the Pink Clubhouse is. Welcome, and definitely thank you for stopping by. Continue to do amazing in your business ventures, and definitely much love.
Appreciate it. Have me back whenever, y'all. All right.
Pleasure to meet you,
All right.
Darius.
Cool.